Seriously, Crypto.com, again, changing those staking rewards? It's time to talk. Is it still worth using Crypto.com? I'm here to answer you that question. As you know, if you've been watching my videos before, I'm a huge fan of Crypto.com. I've been using the app since over a year. I have the Visa debit card, the 3rd level out of 5. I absolutely love it, the cashback, the system. It's so simple, it's great. Like, I have so much praise for the app, and I recommend everyone who wants to get into crypto to start with them. Do they have some flaws? Definitely. There's always something to improve, but having tried a number of different platforms out there, I can honestly and wholeheartedly say that it's definitely by far my favorite platform to buy, trade, hold and get staking rewards on cryptocurrency. That was until a few days ago when I got an email from Crypto.com announcing once again a big major update to their staking rewards program. As you know, I'm a huge believer in building passive income, and cryptocurrency staking is one of the best ways to get regular passive income. Even in the bear market and the downturn, when the price of crypto drops and you look at your account and you see the decrease in the value, you're still gonna get regular staking rewards, which is basically like interest on your money or dividends from your stocks, and some of them paying even daily. And that's amazing, such a great feeling. So even when the market is volatile, you're gonna get this regular income, and it makes you really feel much more secure and confident about your investments. So as I mentioned, Crypto.com in the past, they had some of the highest staking rewards in the game out there. And that's why I love them also so much, because I could stake a majority of my cryptos there very, very easily with a couple of clicks. And it could be flexible, which basically means you can withdraw your crypto anytime. It could be 1 month lockup period, which means for 1 month, you basically allocate your crypto over there. And until there will be any changes, you can't touch them. Only after 1 month, you can take the crypto and then do either a restake or you can sell them depending on what you want. Or there's a 3 month lockup period, which of course is quite a time commitment. On the other hand, you do get the highest rewards for it. So for me, having the Royal Indigo debit card, I had some of the highest staking rewards out there. So that meant, for example, on my Bitcoin holding, which is the biggest one I have in my portfolio, I got 6.5% staking rewards paid to me every 7 days. Now the 6.5% are per annum, but still I got it paid out every 7 days in Bitcoin, basically, not in fiat money, but in Bitcoin, which is amazing. It over time basically grows your holding, and that's such a great feeling. And 6.5%, I mean, that's amazing. That's so much more than you would get on your fiat money, which is close to 0, or in terms of dividends, what I get from my stocks, which is anywhere from 1 to 3% maybe. So that's a significant part of passive income, and I really enjoyed it. So then recently, a couple of weeks ago, they already came out with the first change, which basically limited the amount of holdings you can stake of up to $30,000 only. But then a couple of days ago, I got yet another email from Crypto.com announcing significant changes to their staking rewards. And as you can see over here, I mean, their rates basically dropped significantly. And for me, that's really an absolute no-go. But in my case, previously on stablecoins, I got 12% if I locked them up for 3 months. So that was a huge return, even though I don't own any stablecoins. But for those who did, and that's a drop by 4%. But then my biggest holding, as I said, is Bitcoin. And yeah, that used to be a 6.5% interest. So this now slashed down to 4% if I still lock them up for 3 months or more. So I have to commit to 3 months, and then I only get 4%. Now, of course, 4% is still better than nothing, but still, that's a major drop. So if I downgrade my card to Ruby, let's say, for whatever reason, it would only be 3%. Or if I want to stay sort of in the middle, flexible, 1.5%. So that's starting to be extremely little, especially in crypto land. And for me, that's really been a shocker. And more importantly is not only that, I got the email on 26th of March in the afternoon, and the changes are for the same day. And that has created a huge outrage online, because people say at least give a heads up warning of what it is, of what to expect, right? You can't make changes for the same day effectively. So I think that was really not a smart move by them, and has really antagonized quite a few users, myself included. And I really don't like that, because again, I love the app, I love everything about it, but that's really a huge reason for me to consider. Yes, they do mention if you are a Rose Gold or Icy White or Obsidian card holder, you are gonna get another 2% on top of your fixed term allocations. But again, don't forget, for that you have to stake at least 35,000 euros worth of Kronos coin, or I believe 350,000 worth of Kronos coin for the Obsidian. So, you know, at that level of risk you have with your Kronos coin, I'm not sure it's worth the additional 2%. So that's really only relevant for very few. And now again, with these changes, I wonder how the Kronos coin token itself will develop, and if more and more people are upset about it, pull out their money, the coin will also tank. So the question is, why would I lock up more of my wealth in Kronos in the first place? So yeah, I'm really a little bit upset about these changes. Again, as I love the platform so much, that really hurt. And don't forget, this is on top of the already recently placed place limit of $30,000. So yeah, I mean, it really is not a smart move by them, I think, and hopefully it won't come back to bite them. I hope, again, those rates are sometimes flexible. They might adjust them hopefully upwards in the future again. But of course, the question now you may have is, what should I do next? But for myself, honestly, I really value staking too much to just take it and leave my money there. I will leave some of the coins in there, and those that had previously been locked up, they're still going to accrue at the previously higher rate. Anything that basically was staked before the 26th of March, you're still going to get those high rewards, but anything afterwards will come in at the lower rewards. Let's look at what the market is offering, right? So we can better benchmark on what could be a realistic return. Maybe it's really across the market that has been lowered, and then they're not doing anything different. So a good website for this is stakingrewards.com. So there you can basically check out any coin that you want to see. Of course, in this case, let's look at the biggest coin, and because I'm invested in that, and I guess most of you viewing have some kind of share in Bitcoin. And then here, this is really interesting because here you can see all the various platforms and exchanges out there and how much you can expect to get in a reward in terms of staking rewards. So yeah, you see here a couple of different ones. Some of them are lesser known that I've never actually heard of or used before. Such as Aave and Curve Ren BTC. There's the Swissborg with 0.6%, 0%. Wirex is at 6%. Wirex is something I covered in one of my previous videos, but that's a kind of subscription model, so you have to pay a monthly fee in order to get higher staking rewards. So interesting, not for me though, but yeah, it just shows 6% are still possible versus the newly announced 4% at a quite long lockup period. Then again, some other ones out there. Celsius Network, that's quite a big player out there. So they're around 3.45, similar to what Crypto.com offers. So okay, that's a good benchmark. Then there's Midas Investments at 13%. Now, when I saw that the first time, I got really intrigued. I went on their website. They have only been operating for 3-4 years. It's a Russian owner of the website. They're registered in Switzerland. So for me, a little bit dodgy. I'm not quite sure. A few question marks I had when I looked at it, but I can't say too much. I haven't really done too much study on it. But that seems almost too good to be true. On Bitcoin to get 13%, so for me that's also a red flag. If it's too high, so then I usually stay away from it as well. I just want to get sort of the median return of the market, right? So then let's go to the second page, and then we see BlockFi, which is a huge player from the US. They're offering 5%, so again slightly higher than what Crypto.com is offering. And then Nexo at 6%, and I'll talk about Nexo in a second. But again, it seems sort of to be the middle of what the market is offering. So still 6%, what I almost used to get in Crypto.com. So that seems pretty feasible. And then yeah, a few more other ones. Some of the exchanges I never heard of. HODL Nord at 6.5%. Obviously 4% is definitely not on the high side. They really adjusted it downwards, particularly with the 30k cap on there. And yeah, so when I did my research here and having recently started using Nexo, from my side, what I will be doing is definitely invest much more into Nexo. And even I will transfer some of my current holdings in Crypto.com and send them across to Nexo. And that's the beauty of cryptocurrency. You can very easily transfer between wallet to wallet, from exchange to exchange, much easier than it is with stocks, for example. So with cryptocurrency, it's so much easier, faster and simpler. And with Nexo, I'm actually getting at the moment 5% on my Bitcoin, and that's flexible. So basically I can take out my Bitcoin anytime. I can even borrow against it at 0% interest, as I'm a platinum member in Nexo, and that's incredible. So basically I can fully borrow up to 50% of my Bitcoin holding without any cost and interest payment whatsoever, and I can get 5% paid to me daily. I mean, that's unbelievable. Every single day I'm gonna get 5%, well, obviously 5% per annum, but paid to me every single day, and that sort of compounds over time, right? And that's amazing, and that's flexible. I can withdraw the entire amount at an instant, and I don't have to wait for a month or 3 months even, so that's amazing. If I want an even higher return, I can commit to locking up for 1 month, so then I would be getting 6% as indicated over here. Then the staking rewards will be paid to you at the end of the term, so every 30 or 31 days, and that will be paid into your wallet in Bitcoin, of course. So what I will be doing is probably split my Bitcoin holdings. Some of it I will lock up into 1 month at 6%, and that's great. Get additional staking rewards paid to me every month. The other half I will keep in my liquid holdings. I can borrow against it in case I have any expenditures or need to make any big purchases, and I'm not going to be taxed on it. So that's amazing. I get to keep my Bitcoin, and I don't need to sell it, pay a tax on it. I can simply take a credit out of it, and yeah, still get 5% if I don't take a credit, just sitting there. able to withdraw it any time. So my dear beloved Crypto.com, listen to your users, rethink your decisions. I understand that obviously times have been a little bit tough on everyone. You spent a lot of billions out there to create market awareness, but don't let your users down by cutting all the benefits that you once promised and that people basically signed up for, right? So I hope they will change that in the near future. So I'm not closing it. I definitely still continue to use it. I love my Crypto.com Visa debit card. I still get so many benefits from it: airport lounge, free Netflix and Spotify, and even get my 3% cashback on every single transaction. So that's amazing. But in terms of rewards and keeping all my money there, definitely I will change it and send a big part of that holding into Nexo, because I think it's just a much better alternative with higher staking rewards and passive income. I mean, hey, that's amazing to get. And yeah, I'm just gonna make sure I'm gonna maximize my monthly passive income. And in one of my recent polls on my community post, I asked you, which is your favorite crypto exchange? And the majority actually said Crypto.com. So I guess you feel the same pain as I do. And that's why I really hope that it will make some big positive changes really soon. So let me know in the comments what you think about these changes and what you will be doing going forward, because keeping all the eggs in one basket anyways is not the smartest decision. And with the rewards going lower, I think there are better alternatives out there, but I'm really interested to hear from you what you think about it and what's going to be your next step. And if you want to learn more about how you can increase your passive income from your investments, then check out the video over here. As always guys, if you made it until the end of the video, I really appreciate you. Please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. It really means the world to me and lets the channel grow and for more people to hopefully get more educated around the topic of personal finance. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.